Beautiful. 12 sales problems and how to fix them. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So Wednesdays is our sales workshop, right? Workshop Wednesday. And we answer your sales questions. Saturday is sales success Saturday. We teach you how to build a sales strategy so you can proactively hit your revenue goals. And on sales support Sunday, which sometimes I call it sales success Sunday, you look at the other side of the coin and we talk about the problems people have. I think a lot of times they tell you, especially books, workshops, right? They tell you the perfect scenario. They tell you if everything goes right, tell you is roses, right? So on sales support Sunday, I want to talk about the challenges we run into. Maybe you have some of these. Maybe you hear it, a little light bulb goes off, a little ding, and you're like, "Hey, that's my problem. How do I fix it?" So over the years, I've been doing this for about 15 years now. I've been training for about 10, sales leader for about 7, and then in the tech field for about 5 years, 5 going on 6. And what I discovered in the tech field is that you have to discuss the problem. Now, there's a lot of books I'll tell you about. Talk about the pain, talk about the challenges. But with a lot of the technology being new, and so new people haven't heard of it or used it before, they always talk about the solution, but people don't even realize that they have a problem yet. And this is something I want you kind of like a meta concept, but I want you to unpack for your business. Your solution is clear, your value statement is strong, your website looks snazzy, and well, no, I'm not going to say any names, but someone out of Nashville, wonderful business, been doing it for 8, 9 years, and had trouble helping them understand the problem. They didn't talk about what happens if their potential clients doesn't work with them. They didn't talk about what happens if they let their current situation stay the same. Because people are so used to that status quo, they're either used to dealing with it or they don't realize that there is a better way to do things. They're not compelled to take action, and that action being, hey, you need to hire us. So we're going to talk about 12 sales problems and how to fix them. And as you listen to these, you may hear your business in there. It's not a condemnation. These are problems I've seen across industries, across verticals, in every scenario over and over and over again. I will only challenge you not to keep them. You have problems, you figure out it's a problem, let's get rid of it. Me, someone else, I don't care. Get rid of it so you can be better at solving problems. You can be better at serving. The world's a better place, and you make a little money while you're at it. Okay. So let's dive into this. As you listen to these problems, you may hear your business, but I also want you to reverse engineer them for your business and say, hey, what problems am I addressing for my clients and future clients? If you don't know, ask your clients, hey, why did you hire us? Go back and ask past clients, what led you to say yes? And they will tell you. So I don't have any fancy introduction. Problems 1, 2, and 3. If you're on YouTube, you see the slides. If you're listening to this audio, this is on YouTube at New Skills New You. Problem number 1, you want to hear yes more often without sounding salesy. Why is that a problem? Because if I hear no, I can't grow my business. I'm not making revenue. I'm frustrated. I'm annoyed. The rejection's getting to me. But you don't want to be that salesperson we all hate. So there's a conundrum, right? Quandary. Number 2, you get anxiety and it shakes when they ask, hey, how much are your services? You get a little queasy right down here on sales calls. Problem number 3, you beg, plead, offer discounts to get new clients. You don't have a pricing strategy. So when someone asks you how much, that's where the anxiety comes in. And you don't know what to say. It's something different every time. And maybe you leave that call thinking, oh, I should have asked for more. Or maybe this happens a lot more than we think because you don't have confidence in your price. A lot of people won't have confidence in you and they're not going to say yes. It's counterintuitive, but I've seen it happen over and over again. When you say the price, and that's the price, one of my favorite scenarios. I had a recommendation from a friend and she's like, hey, Bruce is a great speaker on sales. Bring him into your community to talk. And she's like, how much do you charge? I told her. She's like, oh, that's more than any of the other speakers. I said, yes, it is. She's like, all right, well, do you take wire transfers? I was like, yeah, right. And that was it. I didn't have to convince them. I didn't have to beg them, plead them, and offer a discount. Some people cannot pay you. That's okay. Have a down sell. That's what we talk about on Saturday. When you deliver it with confidence, you're going to get clients that believe in you and believe in the solution you offer. Okay, that was the problem and the answer on that one. I'll try and just go over the problems. We'll talk about the solutions here towards the end. Problem number 4. You're waiting for the next referral. Oh, I love this one. I asked, hey, how are you getting new business? How are you getting leads right now? Oh, it was word of mouth. We're word of mouth. We're word of mouth. We're a referral-based business. That's good, but it's difficult to grow your business on purpose if you're sitting around waiting for the next referral. If you're sitting around for word of mouth to get new business. I'm not telling you not to do those things. What I'm suggesting is you have those, and that's what Saturdays are for. Tap in sales success Saturdays. All right. You're bleeding cash, building a business, and you're not sure where the next deal will come from. That one's for me. That one's for me. You got these VAs, you got these fancy tools, right? Software, automation, web pages. Maybe you're running ads. You're not making any money. That's a problem. Because after a while, things are going to start getting late fees. The phone's going to start ringing and it's not your grandma calling. Things are going to start getting cut off, right? You hit the switch on the wall, click, click, nothing happens. Bank accounts are going to start saying closed. If you aren't making sales, you don't have a business. That's problem number 5. Your expenses are higher than your income. Number 6, if that's you, listen, I feel you. Don't stay there. There's hope. Get some help. We offer, and it's called sales support for a reason. We don't want you to struggle with sales. We make sales simple. Number 6, you have sales related questions, but you don't have a reliable resource to reach for support. Oh man, I love this. Man, these are good problems. Maybe you're like, man, what do I do in this scenario? Oh, use social selling. Okay. Oh, use solution-based selling. Use a challenger selling. Use spin selling. Use snap selling. I don't know what to do. What's the best way for me? Because there's a lot of ways to do it. What's the best way for my business, for the client I'm trying to attract? Who do you ask? You ask 2 people, you get 3 different answers. Who do you talk to? Number 7, you are the sales team. Oh, I love this one. You are the sales team. I have a client, we're working on automating her sales process. She's actually taken 2. I love it. And part of the challenge she has is she's got the client service outsourced, right? Customer service team. But the sales portion, she's like, man, I'm doing everything myself. And it means she's not operating in her zone of genius. She's good. She's really good. But we're building a process so that she can pull herself out of that and hire someone. So she's focusing on what she's really, really, really good at. And this is perfect for you, because if you work with me, you're not going to become a killer closer or the master manipulator. You're going to be the version of you that hears yes more often. And that's a beautiful place to be without sounding salesy. Okay, problem number 8 of 12 sales problems. Maybe there's more than 12. Maybe some of these overlap. Doesn't matter. What's the solution? We're going to talk about that. Every call that doesn't turn into a client is a waste of time and missed revenue. So this goes back to the inverse of problem 1, right? When you hear yes more often, without sounding salesy. The problem is you have a negative opinion around sales. You're like, okay, I don't want to sell because fill in the blank. But now let's say you are trying to sell. You say, okay, you know what? Got to grow this business. Let's make some sales. Let's get on some sales calls. Let's pitch the offer. And they say no. They say not yet. Not yet. We don't have the budget. Maybe later. We'll get back to you. Anything but yes. So you spent the time. You don't have any money. So not only frustrated, it's missed revenue. That's the problem. That can't go for too long because eventually you're going to get tired emotionally and exhausted financially. Some people, number 7, right? Say you are a sales team. They say, well, you know what, Bruce? I hired some people. I don't do sales anymore. My revenue went down. Problem number 9, your sales team has become an expense instead of a profit center for your business. That's a really frustrating place to be. You're paying these folks And maybe there's a base salary plus commission, or maybe there's no base, it's commission only. So they're frustrated. They're not making any money. You're frustrated because why are they here? You're not making any money. You're like, man, this wouldn't happen. I just do it myself. I was making more money when I just did my own sales. We'll help your sales team become profitable again. Sometimes that is a reorganization. I remember one of my favorite salespeople was absolutely awful. Moved to customer success, boom, took off. And that's a beautiful place to be, operating in your zone of genius. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just means we've got to find a better place for your skills. All right. That's a whole nother topic. If you ever read, do I have it? Oh, here we go. It's called Traction. Gino Wickman. And he talks about putting the people component, putting the right people in the right places. And like he's got this little chart here. And that's huge for me because all I do is sales. That's what I do. I help people make more money and make sales simple. But sometimes it's not the process, it's the person. I help with both. No worries. All right. What are we on? 10 already. Number 10, sales problem number 10. You have a marketing strategy. You have a social media strategy, but you don't have a sales strategy. What's going on? You think you're going to make money on accident? Maybe, but not consistently. And that's where I want you to be. I want you to be able to put bills on auto pay. I want you to schedule bills in the future because you have a sales strategy. Number 11, your process or lack of one makes it difficult to close deals and is very frustrating to the client. One of my favorite moments. I had a client on a weekly call. She has sales support services with me. So it's an ongoing sales support. And I said, hey, how'd that call on Monday go? She was like, it's great. I said, have they responded to the proposal yet? They have feedback. They say, yes, what's going on? She said, oh, I haven't sent it yet. I'm like, it's Thursday. What happened? She's like, well, I'm tweaking it. I'm like, oh, absolutely not. In our hour session, actually took less than an hour, I built a proposal template. At the top, it has the name of the company, it has the service or offer, and then it dives into the problem. Those are like 2 sentences. And it dives into the problem we're going to solve for them. And then the other side of it is the solutions, and then the call to action. Hey, here's price. 1 page, template, plug and play, ready to go. We send it out. They actually scheduled a call for the following week, and they're working on finding something for their budget, which is fine. We're not working for free, but we'll be as flexible as possible. And she actually called me yesterday. No, let's see. Today's Sunday. Maybe it was Friday. And she was like, hey, they sent it up for approval to accounting. Yes, that's what I love. I love making my clients money. What happened there? From Monday to Thursday, we had no proposal sent. An hour, we had a proposal sent. That's when you have a sales process. That's when you have documented steps. When this happens, do this. It makes you more confident. It makes you consistent. And when you have consistent practices, you get consistent results. The client has a better experience, and it's easier for you to make money because it's easy for the client. So they're happy to pay. It's beautiful. It's a win-win. So the lack of the process makes it hard to close deals. Having a process makes it easy to close deals. Straightforward, right? Right. Okay. Number 12, drum roll. Everything is in your head, making you a bottleneck in the business. You are constantly needed by your team. I really feel like that goes back with number, was it 7? You are the sales team. And then 9, the sales team has become an expense because you know everything. Why isn't it written down? Shout out to Connie S. Foss. The S is for systems, right? Write it down, document it. I think she uses Trainio. Go to her page for affiliate link. I help document what you do over and over and over again. So you can first of all, so you can be consistent. First of all, because consistent practices yield consistent results. And then second, once it's documented, now you can create a sales team that's successful. You're not just hiring random people. You say, hey, we need people that can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then they know what to do. You can hold them accountable to do it, and they're going to get results. So the salesperson gets paid, they're happy. The client gets the problem solved, they're happy. Your business got revenue, you're happy. Everybody wins. That's why I love sales. When sales is done right, everybody wins. Those are the 12 sales problems I see most often. Those are the, so maybe there's more, maybe there's less, we could consolidate some. That's not my argument. Which one of those is your sales problem? You can leave comments. You can just like, I don't want to tell myself, just show me at the end. Show me at the end. I'm here to solve sales problems. So if you reach out, I'm going to let you know, I'm going to offer a chance for you to work with me. Say, hey, do you want to keep these problems? You tell me no. I say, hey, I want to help you get rid of it. Will you work with us? So I'm just giving you a heads up. If you want to get rid of your sales problems, reach out. If you don't, that's fine. No pressure. So, okay, Bruce. I always forget this. I want to skip it. I don't forget. I'll be honest. I want to skip it. I'm Bruce Hill, created New Skills from You to support the most valuable asset in your business. And that's the people, right? With support designed for service-based businesses. Sorry, guys, no products right now. With a heavy emphasis on speakers, coaches, consultants, and marketing agencies. We strive to improve revenue while reducing time and manual labor. That's important. I don't want you busier. I want you more profitable. So we take a holistic approach to consulting because when you work on the individual, help them grow, the business also grows as a result. So we make sales simple. That's what we do. And I think I said it once or twice. I'm Bruce, sales professional for over a decade. I think I'm closer to 2 than I am to 1. Where does the time go? And the reason I'm here in front of you now is because I've done it wrong. I've done it wrong several times, over and over again. And then I got it right. And then I got it right on purpose. And I think that's so important. Like some people can get it right. They got it right one time and then go teach a course. I got it right. I got it wrong. I got it wrong again. I got it right again. I got it wrong some more. I got it right again. So I can tell you what to do and what not to do. And that's where, if I may so humbly say, where I can be any level successful as a sales coach, as a sales success coach. Because it's really simple. One new skill will change your life. So enough about me. That's not important. How do we solve the problem, Bruce? Tell us 12 sales problems. How do we solve them? 4 simple steps. Simple is not always easy. Write this down. It's clarity, it's process, it's systems, and it's strategy. It's strategy. I love strategy. I love thinking the big picture. How do we put this all together to make some money for our business? If you're not like, oh, Bruce, it's not all about money, you're in the wrong place. Because that's what we do here. We help service-based businesses make sales simple, right? So they grow their revenue and their client base. All right, so clarity. One of the biggest things when it comes to confidence, when it comes to making an offer, when it comes to creating a strategy, is they don't have clarity. They're not able to articulate the problem they solve. They're not able to express the value they add. And so it leaves the client confused and still looking. When you have clarity, and that's where we start there, you're able to put all the other pieces together. It becomes easier to see what we need and don't need. Clarity is key. Clarity closes deals. I don't know who said it. I'll say I did. Quote by Bruce Hill. Once you have clarity, you can create a process. What happens in what order? And this is where it makes it easy for your clients to do business with you so that there's less, they call it friction. There's less resistance. It's already tough enough for them mentally to say, admit I have a problem. I need a solution. I don't know how to solve it myself. I need help. The easier it is you can make it for them to get help, the more successful your business will be and the happier the client will be. A process allows you to do that. The system of processes lead to consistent results. So the process is what to do in what order. So, for example, someone says, Bruce, I need some help. Okay, go to www.brucehill.online and schedule a call that applies to you. So if you look on there, there's one that says like solopreneurs, and there's one that's like business owner and sales leaders, right? So you click on the one that applies to you. You go through the steps. You can schedule a call, boom, it asks you some questions, it sends you some resources. It's easy. We don't have to play the game the back and forth. You free on Thursday? No, what about Wednesday? I can't do Wednesday. What about Tuesday? You don't have to do that. And having a process makes it easy for people to do business with you. Because why would you want to make it more difficult? They're here to get rid of problems, not to have more problems. Now, I mentioned the system, the calendar link. That's a system. The system can change. The process rarely changes. It can improve, but it rarely changes. A system could be your calendar, could be your sales CRM, your email tool, right? How you send invoices. Those are systems. Those are how we do the work. And the more we can automate that, the better, because you can focus on the important part, and that's the people. Last, and I don't even want to say last, because these are all, uh, it's like a sandwich. Each piece is important. You could have one without the other, but it wouldn't be a very tasty sandwich. Last is strategy. When you put all of this together, you have a big picture that it's like going to paint by the numbers. You paint all the little squares and you're like, oh, where's this going? And then when you finish, you zoom out and you go, oh, wow, this is really beautiful. That's the strategy. It's how it all works together. And what's important about a strategy is having a long-term picture and goal. So we make sure that our daily activity puts us closer to that long-term goal and helps us fulfill that vision. That's what I love to do. That's my favorite part, is the strategy. We can't have strategy without clarity. We can't achieve the strategy without processes and systems. So we actually start with clarity and then create a strategy, and then we fill in the middle of the processes and systems. Like a sandwich. Yeah, I don't know. I like food. It's always going to be a food, right? Those are the 12 sales problems and how to solve them. If you think that you have one, two, three, or all 12 of these problems, please don't hesitate to reach out. These trainings are always going to be free. As long as I got an internet connection, I'm going to continue to add value to as many folks as possible. If you missed it, you want to catch the replay, visit on YouTube, newskillsnew.com. If you want the reminders, emails, and texts, you can go to www.ineedsalessupport.com. And all my coaches are going to be mad. They're like, Bruce, you get too many offers. No, listen, if you want the free stuff, ineedsalessupport.com. If you're like, no, free's not cutting it, I need some help, schedule a call, brucehill.online. That's it. Those are your options. I hope you found it valuable. I hope that you'll think about some clarity and strategy for your business so you can start solving sales problems. And I'm here to help you along the way. Cheers to your sales success. Peace.